Knueppel versus Cooper Flagg was an absolute masterpiece. Okay, I titled the video of that because if you haven't seen it, like yesterday, Cooper Flagg and Knueppel just went off. Dropped 34 points, and Cooper Flagg dropped over 40. You know, and I really like the fact that these rookies straight out of Duke are just coming out into the NBA and just straight up balling. They're not really struggling and adjusting to the NBA play style or the speed that they're playing. It's almost as if like these people were made for the NBA. It's dope. This draft class is just amazing. You know, Knueppel, I definitely think he's going to be the anchor of like the Charlotte Hornets. Whenever I see like people like LaMelo or Miles Bridges or Brandon Miller not balling, you can always rely on Knueppel. I think he's the most solid player out of all the Hornets players. He's not getting hurt. He's not getting injured. He's able to keep the tempo right. When you're down a few points, you can rely on him. He got still at the end of the game and put the Charlotte Hornets back into the game. So I definitely think he's a very solid piece. And I think the number one thing that makes him great is his defense. He's very underrated when it comes to his defense. Don't get me wrong. I do like the fact that he's able to score, but I do like the fact that he's able to play on both sides of the ball. So I think him and Brandon Miller having that ability to play defense and just make sure the team is solid is the best aspects of those two people. That's why I really want Knueppel and Brandon Miller to just stay for like the next 10, 20 years. Those are the two players you cannot get rid of. Knueppel and Brandon Miller. So yeah, that's all I had to say.